What up, everybody, and welcome to Baz on Blades. My name is Baz, and I talk about blades, and tonight we are not going to talk about blades. We are going to talk about a super hot topic on the internet, on the YouTube, on the Twitter, and on the Instagram, everywhere you go. I know you've heard about this, and that is this couple in St. Louis, Missouri, that chose to exercise their Second Amendment freedoms in order to defend themselves, their family, and their property from a mob of people. I am going to continue to call this group of people an angry and dangerous mob because I think you have to realistically look at these people this way. They are not protesters. When you turn on your TV and you see your cities burning and everything in them stolen and people being murdered, that is not protesting. It is an angry mob out of control. And angry mobs out of control are proven through history to be a deadly weapon, just as these people are being used by their handlers to be a deadly weapon. They are being used, make no mistake about it. These dangerous, out of control, angry mobs are weapons. And you have the God-given, not government-given. The United States government does not give you the right to defend yourself. That is a God-given right. Okay? The United States government just recognizes that right. Period. Okay? They do not give you the right to defend yourself. They recognize that you already, as a human being, have a right to defend yourself. Now, let's go into this story. I'm going to look at this from two different ways. The first is my reaction to the way the media is portraying this. The second is my reaction to the way all the gun tubers, the YouTube experts, are reacting to this. Because I have seen some incredibly negative reactions from this group of YouTube gun experts. And it's pissing me off. It is pissing me off. It makes me sick to my stomach. These people have no excuse to do this. They're supposed to be pro 2A. They are supposed to be experts and pro 2A, but they are treating this couple the same way the mainstream media is doing, and I think we all know what the mainstream media is doing. I pulled up St. Louis couple in a Google search. I went through 5 pages of search without finding not one entry that supported this couple and their right to defend themselves. Everything was negative. Most of it was worded, the couple points guns at protesters. Okay? Some of them even say that the couple pointed guns at peaceful protesters. And I'm going to tell you right now, again, to reinforce this point, there is no such thing as peaceful protesters in the United States right now in 2020. You have to make a tactical decision, and you have to consider all of these mobs of people to be dangerous. You have to. You cannot consider them in any other way. And here's the reason why. Because every time you turn on your TV, the TV is showing you that they're dangerous mobs. It does not take too many examples of cities burning and people being murdered in the streets to prove to people that mobs are dangerous and they need to be treated that way. Okay? Anybody in the United States, no matter where you live, no matter the color of your skin, if you assume that these people will not hurt you, steal your stuff, and burn your house down, you are incorrect in that assumption. You should be assuming right off of the bat that is exactly what they are going to do, because we have already seen that they are doing it. But the mainstream media, Google, YouTube, Facebook, all of social media is pointing these two people as bad guys. Now, I have not delved deeply into this. I've seen a few minutes of interviews, and I've looked at photos of their homes, and I've seen videos of the crowds that were there, and this is my take on that. These people are, they have money, okay? They were in a totally gated, totally private, self-contained community. To even enter into the community itself is trespassing, let alone to enter onto an individual homeowner's property. Missouri is a very strong 2A state. They have constitutional carry, and they do have a castle doctrine in place. You can defend your home, period, in that state. Now, when you are faced with a month or more of seeing incredibly angry and incredibly dangerous mobs on TV, and then you look out your windows of your home and you see 300 to 500 people out in front of your home, 300 to 500 people in front of their home. That's the numbers that I have heard bandied around. They are banging on a drum, they're chanting, they are acting aggressive. Just those acts are more aggressive than normal human beings are 7 days out of the week. I have yet to, in my 50 years, ever gone out in a crowd of hundreds of people banging on a drum and chanting and acting aggressive. I've never done that in my life. You know why? It's not legal. It's not right to do that. That is intimidation through group force, and it is terrorism. They are terrorizing people to get what they want, which is support of their agenda, period. Okay? They do not care about people, they only care about their agenda. Now, these people are sitting in their home. They look out the window. There's 300 to 500 people out there. They go outside their home on their own private property. Their own private property. They notify this mob, this angry mob of people, multiple times that they are on private property and that they will defend their home. Now, speaking of this home, this is not your common home that cost $120,000. I have seen some photos of this home and heard a little bit, seen some interior photos of it. It looks like a palace on the inside. It literally looks like a palace that somebody in European royalty would have inside of this home. If there is multiple millions of dollars poured into this home. Okay? If you have been spending a month or more watching people steal everything they come into contact with and burn shit to the ground, and you're sitting in the middle of your home that you have personally invested millions of dollars in, you are going to want to defend that home, yourself and your family. So these people come out, they are on their own private property. All right? They have informed the crowd that it is private property, they are trespassing, and they are willing to defend their property. How are they in the wrong? How are they in the wrong at all? They have broken no laws at all. No laws at all. Okay? It doesn't matter if they point those firearms at that mob. That mob is on their private property. They have the right to defend their property. And let me tell you this, most people know to shoot somebody with a firearm, you have to point it at them. To be prepared to shoot somebody, you have to have your firearm, your weapon, oriented in their general direction. Okay? I don't know what people expect. Did they expect them to leave their firearms locked up in a safe inside, come out and say leave, or I'm going to go in and get my firearm out of the safe? No, that's unrealistic. They have the right to defend themselves and their property. So, I don't care if they pointed the firearm at the crowd. I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't live in a mansion. I live in an old home that's worth nearly nothing. It's just a roof over my head and a means to an end. But I will defend my property, myself, my family and friends against any unruly mob. Why should I have the right to do that if this couple does not have the right to do that on their private property in a state where it's legal to protect yourself? Okay? They have broken no laws, but the media is crucifying these people. They don't know these people. They don't care about these people. They would totally destroy their lives, see them lose everything they've worked hard for, and go to prison, rather than admit, yes, they have the right to defend themselves and their property from an angry mob, especially considering we've all spent the last month and a half, watching these angry mobs burn our country to the ground. That is what they are doing. The media is making sure that you see this. They are making sure you are fearful. They are making sure they do everything in their power to push people into confrontation. Now, the fact that these two people came out and said, hey, no, okay, we're going to defend our property with our firearms as is legally acceptable in the state that we live in. So, again, the media is just lying to you. They are manipulating you. They are misleading you. This couple did nothing wrong. Now, let's sort of segue into the second part of this by saying, good Lord, neither one of them knew how to safely handle a firearm. It was obvious they have no training at all, no background at all in modern firearm handling. So, a lot of people online in the gun tuber, gun enthusiast community are giving these people down the road. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're one of those people, you are a fucking dickhead. You are an asshole. You should be saying nothing about these people except, fuck yes, America. You have the right to defend yourself. But people are all over the community making fun of these people. And this has pissed me off. Now, I saw a video today. That's what sparked this whole reaction off for Baz on Blades. I saw a video today from a YouTuber. I will not name who it is. Most of you will know who it is. He has a sizable channel with nearly 90,000 subscribers. So he probably makes his living off of YouTube. I don't like the guy. I've never liked the guy. I've watched a few of his videos. As far as I know, he's never done anything in his life. He just reports firearm news and pretends that he's an expert on everything. I don't know what he's done in his life. I only know what I've done in my life. That's the reason when I come on and I talk about firearms, I straight up tell people, I am not an expert. Do not act like I'm an expert, because I'm not acting like I'm an expert. Okay? This person did a reaction video, and they were literally calling these two people that chose to defend themselves, to exercise their Second Amendment rights, which is what this community is supposed to support. This YouTuber over and over said that they looked like morons and that they were morons because they didn't know how to handle their firearms. Okay, everybody has a right to their own opinion, but calling people names on the interwebs is not opinion, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, 90% probably, conservatively, 90% of the people that you see on YouTube and the internet that are firearms experts know absolutely nothing about firearms. Majority of them have never been in the military. Majority of them have never been in law enforcement. They just happen to start a YouTube channel and start gathering people in because of their content. Okay? I guarantee not one of them has ever faced down a mob of 300 to 500 people on their own private property. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. None of them. But every one of them's got a derogatory opinion on these people because they don't know how to handle their firearms safely because they haven't had training. All these experts are doing is making the rest of us look like a bunch of assholes, because that's what they're being, is fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. These two people that were scared for their lives probably and facing hundreds of people chose to defend themselves. We as a community should be saying nothing but fuck yes, America. That is what you're going to run into if you come out to our homes. We have the right to defend ourselves. Thank God these people chose to exercise that right. Because if they hadn't gone out there and awkwardly handled their firearms and didn't follow safety rules, they maybe could have been drug out of that multi-million-dollar home and beaten to death in the streets like we've seen multiple people happen with. We've seen this multiple times. People are dying out there. I don't give a fuck if this man and this woman are tactical experts. I don't care if they're tactical experts. I don't care how much training they have. I'm not there around them, and I'm not an elitist that thinks that he needs to judge everything that everybody else does. Okay? But this YouTuber that I watched that continuously through the entire video referred to them as looking like morons. He referred to them personally as morons. All he did was make the rest of us look like a bunch of fucking assholes. If you want to make a comment on these people, praise them for choosing to exercise their Second Amendment rights. Note that they do need to learn some firearm safety, and if you're a fucking real expert, volunteer your time to train them. Unfortunately, most of these guys are not real experts. Most of them have never faced a situation like that before. In fact, I would say of all the popular gun tubers that I know of, I don't know of one, not one, that has ever been in that situation. But this guy is going to come on here and call these people morons instead of being supportive. Like I said, I wasn't subscribed to his channel before. I'm damn sure not going to be subscribed to his channel now. I guarantee with that attitude, making the rest of us look like assholes, he'll never get a penny of my money, ever. Ever. Alright? I wish him all the success in the world, but he'll never get a penny of my money. Not after the way I saw him talking about those two people. Not after that. That is what weakens the 2A community. We have a bunch of people in this community that are self-proclaimed experts, self-proclaimed, and they pass judgment on people. It is none of their damn business. You want to have a commentary just like I'm doing right now and express your opinion, that's great. But to call these people a name is not expressing opinion, just like when I'm saying that these people that are doing this are assholes, I'm not expressing an opinion there. It's sort of my opinion, but I am calling them names. A little bit of what they're handing out. A little bit of what they're handing out. But I'd like to think that I actually have a reason to do it rather than just garnering views on the YouTubes. That's all these guys care about is views on the YouTubes. They're all self-proclaimed experts. All of them. Unless you have personally, as an individual or with only one other person, faced down a mob of 300 to 500 violent, angry mob, unless you have personally done that, you don't need to be saying anything negative about those people that have actually done that. Because I'm here to tell you right now, they, after that one incident, have more tactical experience than a majority of YouTube gun experts. Majority of these guys on YouTube have never done shit. those two people they're making fun of have more tactical experience than they do. Yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Somebody, please, if you're a trainer, if you're an expert, a real expert, volunteer your time and help these people out. But to sit on YouTube and make fun of them and to call them names is childish. It's judgmental. It's just being an asshole. It is just being an asshole, period. To those two people, God bless you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your political beliefs, your religious beliefs. I don't care. God bless you. You exercised your 2A freedoms to defend yourself, your home, and your property. Go get some training, because you really weren't safe. But you did do it. And that's more than most of these interwebs, YouTube zors, experts have ever done. God bless you. All right. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. God bless all of you. And we will talk to you again.